the fact that if you guys watched like the episodes before this, the Kugo guy, he had like a Soul Reaper's badge, which like the substitute Soul Reaper badge, the one that Ichigo had. Before Ichigo even got rid of his badge, which Ichigo eventually like threw his badge into like a pond, I guess, or something like that, or a lake. Um, but this guy actually had a badge before Ichigo threw his in there. So I was wondering like where he got that from. Like, was that like his badge? Like a badge that he like received from whoever like gave him their power or whatever back then? And he just kept that as a memento or something like that, or I don't know. Cause I won't spoil, but like eventually like Ichigo like yeah, something happens with Ichigo as far as like his badge, but like I don't know. I just was wondering like why he had like a badge of his own. Like that's why I say like I feel like there's a lot going on that like they aren't like telling Ichigo, which is really sad if you think about it, because it's like you're recruiting Ichigo, but yet you don't like want to give him like any information really. Like whereas the visors, like I get like a totally different vibe for them. Like I feel like the visors were genuinely like trying to help him, whereas now like these guys are just kind of I don't know, like shady in a way. Like they don't have like good intentions for Ichigo, I feel like. Um so I'm wondering like what is like gonna go on with that. Like um I'm not gonna again, I'm gonna watch a few more episodes, but I just feel bad for Ichigo because like he's already like freaking lost his powers and stuff like that. And then now like he's like having issues with like people like attacking his friends and like freaking stalking him and stuff like that and following him around and stuff. Like that's really freaking sad and weird. But hopefully like they'll explain that a bit more as far as like the Soul Reaper's badge thing. I don't think that that was Ichigo's badge that he gave. Well, oh my gosh, that's spoilers. I don't think that was Ichigo's badge that Kugo had. I think that that was someone else's badge, and he like kind of like threw Ichigo off because Ichigo probably thought that that was his. But yeah, also another thing, like as far as like their powers go, it's like kind of weird. Like that doesn't even make any. I don't know. I don't like the premise of that. I feel like that's like really strange. Like I like draw the soul out of the water or something. Like what? I don't know. I kind of would let it slide as far as like a sword, like a weapon or whatever, like that makes more sense. Even though, yeah, it's kind of like the same thing, like it's an inanimate object. Um, but at the same time, I feel like that's like really weird. I think that's really weird in my opinion. So yeah, like I hope like there's something that they'll like go in a bit more detail and stuff like that with that. But also the guy with the overalls towards the end, um, I wonder about him as well because he literally has like the same powers as the other guys. Um, literally the exact same powers. So like I wonder was he a part of the group and then like he defected from the group or like did something happen? Maybe he's like working like behind the scenes for them. That's kind of what I think. I think that guy probably like is doing this to like kind of recruit Ichigo and his friends into like what's going on. But he's like kind of working behind the scenes, but he like is still like in cahoots with like Kugo and the others. Like he's like attacking them, but he's trying to like basically do like a freaking shady way of kind of like manipulating Ichigo into like um joining up with them if you think about it. That's what I think. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe the guy did like just the fact and he's like doing things on his own and Kugo wants like some help to like I don't know, fix whatever is going on for themselves. Um but I think like yeah, like I get the vibe that like there's something like going on with that. Like I feel like that guy is like still in cahoots maybe with Kugo. That's what I think. They haven't like I don't think they've shown that yet as far as like the episodes go from what I remember. I don't remember them like kind of talking to each other, but I just kind of get that vibe. Like I feel like they're all kind of like a little shady and they're not like giving like as much information as they should be to Ichigo for them to like want Ichigo to do certain things. Like you need to like give him a bit more information. Even like based off of what they're like saying now, I still feel like this isn't like enough information. So yeah, like hopefully Ichigo will like get like whatever he needs, as far as getting assistance and stuff like that from them, or he'll be able to like get like answers and things like that from them, like proper answers, not like, oh, like just blah, like we're just gonna tell you whatever to recruit you kind of thing. Like, no, like you guys need to give him a bit more detail here. Just saying. But yeah, let's go ahead and continue on to the next episode here. Um just y'all. But also, like with the attack on Uryu and Uryu showing up, I kind of wonder, like, is Uryu's dad gonna start fighting? Like, is he gonna like step up and like try to like join in and like do some stuff for them, like, and to help them out? Because he seems like really like strong himself, like in my opinion. But he's kind of like not really been like as involved since it's mainly just been like the Soul Reapers like being a part of everything. But I wonder like if Uryu's dad's finally gonna like step into the scene a bit more since yeah, he did like give Orihime like a warning about Chad and her. So yeah, I wonder about that. Hopefully like there's like more going on with that eventually, like within like the next few episodes. But yeah. Also I know like people were like saying like the Fullbring arc was bad, by the way, but I don't know. I feel like this is like a necessary arc though, like for Ichigo like to get his powers back and stuff. So that's why I'm like a little like confused as to why people were saying to like skip this arc. I don't know. Like why would I skip this arc? Like I remember reading that, like and people like recommending to skip this particular arc, but it's kind of like isn't this like a really important arc for Ichigo to get his powers back? I would think like that would be really important. But I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. But yeah, let me go ahead and continue on to the next episode. I don't think that that's Ichigo's badge. Like I said, I think that like this guy like got like a badge from somewhere else, and he is like hiding the fact that he has this badge, and he just gave him like a different badge. I don't know. I don't think that that's Ichigo's badge. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe like I'm forgetting like the events here because I remember that Ichigo threw like the badge into the like the pond or the lake. But if I remember correctly, this guy had like a badge before then. Maybe I'm like remembering things out of order. That could be the case. But yeah, I think like this guy like had like a badge of his own and Ichigo threw his out there. But yeah, I don't know. I just and like the fact that like he even found the badge, if that really is Ichigo's badge, like why how the hell did you find the freaking badge, dude? Like you're literally they're like giving me like the freaking like a vibe that like they like have like bad intentions. I don't know. I don't trust these guys. Like as far as like they just don't give me like good vibes. Like I feel like their whole reasoning of like they kind of haven't like explained as far as like the how they would even give Ichigo his powers back, and like they kind of explained their powers a little bit like to an extent as far as like taking the soul out of objects, which again like the whole inanimate object thing is kind of weird to me, although like you can like make it like a pass for like swords and things, so yeah, like but like the water and stuff like that, like I don't know, it's a bit weird, but whatever. Um, but like I don't know. I feel like these guys like have more going on since like again, like why did they know like so much about like soul reapers and stuff like that? Like And I will say, like, I'll go ahead and add this in what I think. Like, maybe the reason why they know Ishin is, if you guys remember, like, he kind of like lost his powers from what I remember for a while. And maybe like that is like what happened with like as far as like Ishin goes. Like maybe he like spoke to them and they like somehow like got his like stole his powers from him and stuff like that, or like maybe like people that were a part of the group before these guys like Hugo and the others, like maybe like they had like a whole thing going on, and then like they eventually came along and wanted to find people of their own, like someone of their own to be able to like exchange similar to like Ishin. That's what I think, who like they ended up like swapping powers with, because the fact that he has like that Soul Reaper badge, I assume that's like where he got it from. Because maybe like Ishin had like a Soul Reaper's badge, maybe, or like a substitute Soul Reaper's badge when he left the Soul Society, um, just to continue to help out and stuff like that. But yeah, because we still don't like haven't been given like very much information as to like what happened as far as that goes. Like the whole reason why he left the Soul Society and everything. So maybe like they got like his badge and that was his badge that they gave back to Ichigo, and Ichigo probably thought that it was his. I don't know. I might be wrong about that again. I think maybe I am, but I don't know. I just like kind of get like a weird vibe from them. Like I do. But yeah, and I think maybe again the Soul Reaper that they mentioned before is Ishin, since he did the quote unquote lose his powers during like the Arankar arc, like they mentioned that during that arc. So like maybe that's what they're referring to. And they're like trying to like follow up on like that whole thing. And that's probably why they like know him. Um and have like a picture of him and everything like that. So yeah, but I wonder who, if that's the case, who like the person was that he ended up like exchanging like his powers with and everything like that, or like maybe like he regained his powers from someone, um after he was like maybe banished from the Soul Society and like maybe had his powers stripped from him or something. I don't know. Maybe that's the case. I don't know though. Again, I haven't like watched this arc. Like this is like me just starting out and like kind of like what I think as far as that goes. Um, but what else? I really do want to learn more about like the guy that's been like jumping around, by the way, like that's been following Ichigo that we haven't been introduced to yet. I think like maybe like Kugo and them have like something to do with that guy. Like they know who this guy is and they like kind of secretly recruited this guy to like attack them, to like persuade Ichigo to join up with them and kind of like, I don't know, force Ichigo's hand if you think about it. As far as like joining, like he has to join because like he's being attacked by these unknown people, or this unknown guy with like this different power, like that he doesn't know much about. So that's why I'm like, I don't know. I feel like that's like really like, I wouldn't say, I'll say it's shady. Yeah, like I feel like that's like what they're like giving me as far as that goes. Like they're kind of giving me like they recruited this guy, like, and potentially has this guy like freaking attacking Ichigo's friends to like kind of force him to like join in to regain his power and stuff like that, which is really freaking, I don't know. I don't know. It's just a little shady to me. But maybe this is like just a random guy that we don't know anything about. And he just kind of like showed up out of nowhere. Maybe Kugo don't know who this guy is. Maybe they don't, but I think that they do. I really do. I think like they have like something going on with Kugo, and well, the guy has something going on with Kugo. Like maybe they just like struck up a deal like as far as like trying to recruit Ichigo. Which if that's the case, then yeah, like obviously they have like freaking really bad intentions in my opinion. Like they're not necessarily trying to like, I feel like, I don't know. I don't know what they want with like his powers. Like they haven't like completely explained that. Like yeah, they're saying like they want to return to being human, but I don't know. I feel like there's like something going on with that. Like maybe like they're just trying to like help him regain his powers so that like they can like steal his powers from them. Like that's kind of the vibe that I'm getting from them. Like that really is. Or maybe like they want to like steal his powers so they can like have like the best of both worlds if you think about it. Like have the Ichigo Soul Reaper powers and have their powers as well. Like their whole thing going on. But yeah, again, maybe I'm wrong. This is just my assumption, like starting out here. Um, and yeah, I'll probably go and end the episode here. I don't know like how many well, I wanted to do like a separate video, but I may just do like thoughts on this video and like separate that into like a separate video because yeah, I have like more stuff planned um as far as like content goes, like but I'm just waiting on a few things to come in so that I can like get started with that because like I want to be able to do like things like towards the beginning of the week for you guys like something like not it's gonna be like related to like my style of stuff that I do but like it's just gonna be like something completely different so yeah I'm excited for that stuff to come in so I can get started with that but oops, but yeah um oh my goodness, I keep like turning on. But yeah, I'll go ahead and get ready to end the stream here. Um, I really want to keep watching episodes, but like I just don't want to like get too far into this and then like I want to like keep going because like for me, I'll probably keep freaking going, you know? And yeah, like I don't want to like have any like too many issues here because it's like yeah, too much going on. But yeah, I'll go ahead and end the stream here, guys. But yeah, I'll have this like obviously like re-uploaded for you guys to watch my reaction and stuff. Then I'll like do like my separate thoughts in like a separate video. Just so it's like kind of a little bit different, I guess. Like if you guys don't want to watch like the whole reaction video, then you have like the separate video of like my thoughts. So yeah. I'll go and end the stream here, guys. So thank you guys so much for watching. And I will see you guys tomorrow, I believe, with B stars. Yeah.